Hi guys, welcome to No Closed Doors. So today I want to talk about dating after divorce. So you're in this relationship for how many years that you were in, and you divorce, and now all of a sudden you are out there, you are wanting to date, you're on apps, and it's weird, it's strange, and you're going to ask yourself many different questions. What am I doing? This sucks. What's wrong with men? All these different questions. So I want to start with a little bit of my history. So after I divorced, I was single for about 3.5 years. I'm currently in a relationship. But during the time frame that I was single, I probably dated more than a dozen men or something like that in that 3.5 years. And some lasted months, some lasted 3, 4, 5 dates, and some lasted the first date. And what you're going to realize is, oh, it sucks. It sucks. And it's torturous sometimes. And it's repetitive. And it's just painful. It's painful. So I feel like if you go in with the mindset and realize you're going to have to muddle through a lot of shit to get anywhere. However, what I want to point out is the bright side to going through all these painful dates. And what I wish I knew before I started dating. So I want everyone to realize, male, female, I want everyone to realize that if you get out of a nasty relationship and you find yourself single, this is the time that you need to be selfish. You need to absolutely be selfish. This is the time that you need to self-reflect about your previous marriage or relationship, whatever it may be. Because I guarantee that even if it was catastrophic and it failed because somebody cheated and it was like a one-time event and it failed because of that, you need to self-reflect and realize that you had faults in it too. The relationship struggled because of both of you, and you need to figure out why. Stop playing the victim and realize and reflect, what did you do wrong? What do you need to correct? And what did you do right? Just don't focus on the negative. What did you do correct in that relationship, and what did you do wrong? Self-reflect and take from it what you want out of a relationship. Take from it what you don't want, what you're willing to compromise on, because in every relationship, you have to compromise. If you don't want to compromise, stay single, because it's not going to work. So you need to realize what you want, what you don't want, and what you're willing to compromise on. This is a good time for that. However, the dating, I am totally for women getting out there and dating. Obviously, we all know that men need to be out there dating as well, but women need to hear it more, that it is okay to go out and date many men. Now, by date, I mean not sex. Don't sleep with every man you go on a date with. You do not need to be ran through. No good man with standards, which is what we all want in the end, is going to want someone that's been ran through. So what I wish I knew is to be selfish in this time frame. Learn about yourself, self-reflect, go on multiple dates, and with each date, even if it lasts that one, each date and each experience is going to teach something about yourself. It's going to teach you about yourself, and it's going to teach you what you don't want and the type of guy or person that you want or don't want. And it's going to teach you, maybe you're not a good communicator. Maybe you are too clingy. You go on one date and all of a sudden oh my gosh, you're in love and you fall in love too easy. That needs to be something that you need to self-reflect about and realize in yourself, because we don't need to be falling in love with every person that shows us attention. That's a more you issue if that seems to be your trend. So you need to realize your trend and you need to correct it, because obviously if you're dating after divorce, your trend does not work. So you need to break the cycle. Also, enjoy the fact that you aren't committed. Enjoy the fact that you are not in a day in, day out relationship. This is a fabulous time to enjoy yourself, have fun, figure out who you are again, because I guarantee you lost yourself in that relationship. So this is a great time to just enjoy and reinvent yourself if you have to, or figure out who you once were, or figure out who you now are. This is a great time for that. Also, I want you to remember to remain open to the possibility of finding someone. Because say you date many people and you just automatically go into all these dates thinking that they're awful, this is a waste of time, this is trash, but I'll just keep doing this. And say one of those people happens to be a decent one. You need to be aware of your opportunity and be open to it. Granted, don't go hunting for it, because I guarantee you're not going to find it if you go hunting. So just kind of have like an organic enjoyment, getting out there, dating, seeing what's out there, learning about yourself, experimenting, in the sense of with what personalities you might like or might not like. Don't sleep with every man. Don't think that all men, you just have to give it up because that's what the man wants. Well, I guarantee you that if you give it up or don't give it up, the next night, that man's going to have someone in bed anyways. So you need to think about yourself, what you want. And also the biggest thing too that I find failure, that I even did myself, I would go on dates in the beginning and I had like every woman does, you have your checklist for a man and you have expectations. Your checklist is your expectations. And that expectations, I guarantee, is just going to automatically make anyone fail. That's what expectations are. They predetermine the male's or female's failure automatically. Your expectations are setting them up to fail, and that's not fair to either one of you. So I feel like this is the hardest thing, and I battled with this too, that you just have expectations of, why didn't you open the door for me? That's chivalry must be dead or something. And you didn't open the door, so this isn't going to work. I want a man that thinks about me and opens the door and pays every tab and carries a good conversation, and I don't like what you're wearing, so this just isn't going to work. That's insanity. Like, you need to be open to individuals. I mean, yes, clearly be attracted to the person, but the expectations will just set both of you up to fail. And expecting, oh my gosh, is he going to call me? He needs to call me. Why hasn't he called me? So this clearly is not going to work. He doesn't think that. He doesn't think, oh my gosh, I should call her, else this isn't going to work. I think she wants me to call her right now. We're not in high school. That's foolish. And don't put those parameters on a person. That's not right. So essentially, I feel if you are dating after divorce or after a long relationship, don't have expectations. I go ahead and date. I think it's a good thing to get your feelers out there, to experience, to learn about yourself, and learn about ultimately what you want, what your morals are, what your preferences are. And you need, before you even go out and date, I feel that you need to be asking all this about yourself anyways. Because how wrong would it be for you to go on a date, sit there, say it's a few dates, say it's multiple dates, I don't know, but you don't even know what you want. And these people on the other end might be really looking for a genuine, honest, good, committed relationship, and you're sitting there, you don't even know what you want. That's not fair. That's not right. That's a waste of everyone's time. So you need to think about that, and you need to figure out what you want. Figure out what you are all about. Because I know after leaving a relationship, it just kind of dwindles away, and you don't even know what you want or what you're like anymore. So you have to figure that out. And be selfish. Be very, very selfish in this time. I think that's very healthy. Because if you're not selfish, you're just going to get distracted by someone else yet again, and you're not going to find yourself, and you're not going to self-reflect, and you're not going to explore yourself. So I think those are all very important things. And yes, dating with kids, as you can see, I have kids, is interesting. A lot of men, that's kind of a big red flag, which honestly, it's true. I mean, why does another man want to step in and raise another man's child? So, single parents, I think it's even more challenging. And I'm in my early 30s with 2 kids. So, yeah, it's challenging. But I just stayed true to myself. I figured out what I wanted, figured out what I didn't want. And I know what my compromises are. And I wasn't hunting for Mr. Right. I wasn't hunting for my Prince Charming. I just kind of focused on me and focused on my job, focused on my children, focused on personal growth. And I feel when you do that, I feel like good ones are going to come along. And what's the saying? You find it when you're not searching. So I hope this helps anybody. I hope this kind of gives you some kind of relief of feeling the pressure of dating, because it can be exhausting and pressure filled. But just look at it as fun, learning lessons, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. So I hope this helps. I hope this refocuses you. Go ahead if you have questions, comments, like. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'll be doing more videos. All right. Well, thanks, guys.